Happy holiday season, everyone. I hope you're having a good time with your family and friends. And I'm so grateful that you have taken a few minutes of your day to spend with me. Okay, today we are talking about manifesting an ex, a crush, someone who you are in no contact with, and that you feel like at some point they have rejected you. I think one of the most difficult things when we are learning about manifestation, it's not manifestation itself. It is to achieve that change in how we perceive things in the 3D, whatever's happening in front of us. Because when we learn that all of the assumptions that feel natural to us, that feel logical to us, they are biased. They are trying to confirm a story that we have within. We then realize that every assumption, every perspective that we choose can be questioned. And when you start questioning your assumptions, your perspective, and changing them, finding at least something that is more neutral, that does not affect you or your self-concept, when you achieve that, then you are in your power. When you get this, everything will change for you. And to manifest the person that you have in mind, you require a change of stories, yours, theirs, and you two together. But before I get into it, hello everyone. If you're new here, my name is Elle. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box. The information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. There are a few things that I would like to talk to you guys before I get into the specifics of manifesting the person you have in mind. And the first thing is that if you have a story of rejection with that person, it is time to let this go. No one can ever reject you. The 3D, the reflection, may tell you that this is your story, that this is what is happening, that they are choosing someone else, that they are not choosing you. But this is still not rejection, because rejection is a story that you accept for yourself. Another thing that we should never forget is that there is just one consciousness. There is no separation between you and the person you have in mind. We are all the same. We are all consciousness. And that's the reason why manifestation works. Manifestation is not manipulation. It's not casting spells. Manifestation is about you choosing your stories carefully, your assumptions, your perspectives, you changing your mindset. And that change in your mindset is going to create a change in the outer world, how people perceive you, how they treat you. Keep in mind that what we desire are experiences, not a person. You may prefer to have the experiences you have in mind with that person, and that's totally fine. But the desire itself, it's not the person. We are all consciousness. Consciousness is not desiring itself. What it desires are unique experiences. So as I said, you may prefer to have this with that person, but it's important to realize that right now, that's your preference. But as you work on your self-concept, as you change your mindset, the preferences that you have right now can change. It doesn't have to, but it may change. The desire is going to stay. But now, let's get into the specifics of how to manifest that commitment with the person you have in mind, the person you prefer to have that experience with. And for that, there are 3 things that you have to take a look at and work on. The first one is how you are perceiving yourself, your self-concept. The second one is how you are perceiving them and their self-concept. And the third one is how you are perceiving the dynamic between you two, the relationship between you two. So the first part here is about your identity. And first, you are going to figure out what is it that I desire. What is the desire about? Okay. It may be that you desire to have a happy, healthy, loving, committed relationship with XYZ, your specific person. Now that you know the desire, you can ask yourself, what are the qualities that I need to manifest, to create that reality, to have it and sustain that? What do I have to believe so that I can experience my relationship that way? Okay. And it's going to be different for each one of us, but maybe you need to learn to trust. Maybe you need to learn to see yourself as good enough to have that relationship, to be the one, to be chosen. Maybe you need to learn to be secure within yourself. Maybe you need to learn to be vulnerable, to be emotionally available. So you list all of the things that you would need to be in that situation, and the beliefs: I am good enough, I am secure in myself, I can trust that I am the one, I can trust that people want to commit to me, I can trust that I bring a lot to the table. The next step is about your specific person. You are going to ask yourself the same questions, but from their perspective. Now you want to know, what do they need to bring to the table so we can manifest that reality, so we can have that relationship and we can sustain it? What kind of beliefs do they need to have for us to share that experience? And it could be that they need to learn to trust, to be more vulnerable, to have better communication skills, to be more open to love, to know exactly what they want and go for it. So you list all of the beliefs that you need them to have so you can experience the relationship that you want, okay? And the list of the beliefs that they need, this is how you have to start looking at them. You have to start assuming that this is who they are. The last step is about relationships, about the relationship that you have with them. And it may require you to let go of the old stories. Whatever happened in the past is in the past. Even if it happened a minute ago, it is in the past. We are shifting every second. So a minute ago, you were a different version of yourself, and they were a different version of themselves as well, because they are you pushed out. So you have to learn to focus on the moment right now and what you desire, what you want to experience. You cannot build a new house on a crooked foundation. You need a clean slate. You need to restart everything. And for that, you need to let go of whatever happened in the past. So in this last step, you are going to reveal the ideas that you have about relationships in general. Then your relationship with them, you're going to become aware of the stories that may still be there, and you have to work on letting them go, working through your emotions, through your feelings, okay? And then you can focus on creating a lifestyle that you desire. So ask yourself, how is that dynamic between us? What is it that I desire, right? How would that be? What kind of lifestyle would we have if we had that relationship? Basically, the question is, what kind of beliefs do I need to have in that area of my life in general and in regards to that person? And you may need beliefs that say relationships can be healthy. Okay, people can be happy in relationships. People can be faithful in relationships. They can choose each other each day in relationships. So it's going to be different for each one of you. But it's important to reveal what kind of beliefs you have there and what kind of beliefs you need if you want to achieve your goal. After this exercise, after, writing down everything that comes up, what you have is your affirmations about yourself, about them, about your relationship. We need a shift in mindset to create a shift in the outer world. But you are the force behind everything. You are the one creating that change in your experiences, okay? So don't be afraid to revisit things, to work through emotions, through whatever happened in the past. And then come out of this stronger, with better beliefs about yourself and others and what you can achieve with them, okay? That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye bye.